Hello, everyone. I'm Leslie Burton from leslieburton.com. Nice to see you here again today. So, today, have you ever finished a meditation or an activation, an energy activation, and found yourself unexpectedly teary, perhaps? Maybe you feel quite tender, wobbly, really emotionally open, like it's just like, whoa, it's just too much. And you thought, why, why is this happening to me? So if that's you, if you felt like that and you've no idea why, here's the thing, and I keep saying this, you are not broken. You know, none of us are broken. You're also not doing it wrong, okay? There is no right and wrong. You are not doing it wrong. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you why this can happen. I'm going to try and do it in a really grounded way, um, and what you can do afterwards so that you feel supported as things integrate, shall we say. Okay, so in our culture, and I am British, so we are really bad at this. We're often taught that emotion is something to get over, just get over it. Come on, quickly. It's like just put it behind you. And it's not even for you. It's to make other people feel safe, to feel secure, and they because they don't know how to deal with it in any other way. Okay, so we push it through. And actually, in the healing, in the healing world, in healing work, emotion is to me, emotion is energy moving. It's shifting. It's good. It's good when emotion comes up. It can just be a release of something that has been stuck and holding you back. And I would even qualify that with I think we should always feel our emotion. We should always lean into it and ask ourselves why we are feeling the emotion and what is it. Because 9 times out of 10, it is our body asking us to release something. So it can be a release. It can be truth. It can be truth is that, I'm feeling I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling angry. Whatever it is, whatever the emotion is, it's there for a reason. It can be your system finally having enough space to feel what it's been holding. Okay, so you're allowing it that space to actually feel. Okay. We rush, 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 rush in everyday life if we are not careful. And we don't slow down. We do not give our body time to feel. Okay, that's why we rush around so much. And as soon as we start feeling something, you're like, oh, I need to occupy myself. Yeah. Have you ever thought that one? So, this can be your system finally having enough space to feel what it's been holding, as I said. So, the goal here isn't to stop that emotion. The goal is to support your nervous system while it moves through it. And sometimes that is just a good old let me stand outside and absolutely scream at the top of my voice. I can do that because I'm in the country here. You might want a little bit more privacy if you are in the middle of a town or a city. But yeah, just screaming at the top of your voice, stomping your feet up and down, and literally having a childish tantrum because boy, does that make you feel better afterwards if that's what you need to do. And if you push that down inside you, just think when it does come out, what it's going to be like. Yeah, the same with tears. I do energy work. I often have to say to people afterwards, like, go and just allow your body to feel what it wants to feel. If tears are wanting to come, allow them to come. And sometimes you can absolutely sit and sob your socks off. But then you'll feel so much better. The emotion being out of you is like it's that energetic block is just coming up and you are allowing it to release. If you shove it back down again, oh, I haven't got time to feel this at the moment, I'll leave it till later. That's the worst thing we can possibly do because you've probably been doing that all of your life. Okay. And it's saying, now I want to release. And just think, the same as with anything, if you stuff things into a bottle and you keep stuffing it in there, oh, when you take the lid off that bottle, boy, there's going to be a lot in there. Yeah. So if you just keep releasing it a bit at a time, your body will support you and it will get used to doing it. Yeah. So, one of the most common reasons that people feel emotional after a session is that their body finally feels safe enough to soften, which is, yeah, pretty much what I just said. Got carried away, obviously, there. If you've been in survival mode, busy, responsible, holding it together, a session can create a pause in that. Okay, a sacred pause, and your body goes, oh, perhaps I could release this. And so what you've been holding down comes up. Yeah. This isn't you falling apart. This is you coming back into contact with yourself. This is what stops you having the burnout because burnouts come, and I speak with experience here. Burnouts come when you have been suppressing all this. You've been busy, 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 being responsible, doing what you should do, being the adult. I hate that word because, like, I think we should all be like children and have fun because why shouldn't life be fun? So it's that sacred pause and you're allowing it to rise up. So it's not you falling apart. Sometimes emotion comes because you've touched something that is deeply true, yet deeply true inside, a realization, an aha, a grief, yeah, a longing for something, a part of you that's been waiting to be seen. That's a big one, because we often push aside part of us because it maybe doesn't fit in with what the world is telling us we should be. So we suppress it. Tears can be a massive sign of recognition. Yeah, that like, okay, I realize, well, I can feel them now. As I'm saying this, I can feel it coming up in that it's the recognition that you have suppressed everything, the grief, the emotion, everything has been suppressed. So sometimes the sign of recognition is just that, oh, that's just what I needed. Or, oh, that's what I've been carrying all this time. Yeah. Another grounded reason is nervous system recalibration. Okay, our nervous systems need to recalibrate all the time. What do I mean by that? When your system shifts in state from being in stress to being in regulation, yeah, so you're regulating it, you're not stressed all the time. You can feel emotion move through as part of that reset. Yeah, again, it's all to do with that having kept it pushed down. You might also feel really tired, yet really tired. You might need water. You might want some quiet, just away from other people. Just leave me on my own for a while. Or you might feel really sensitive to noise and people. Yeah, just that real noise. It just like rings in your ears. This is all really, really normal. It is nothing out of the ordinary. This is a very normal. And the more you do energy work, the more you will notice this as it comes up. Oh, okay. So normal after a session can include then tears. It can it can include feeling really tender. it can include it can include needing to rest. It can definitely include vivid dreams coming. Yeah, that is your body resetting itself, telling you something. I need to get this up and out. Feeling open or very sensitive and wanting to be alone for a bit. Okay, those are really normal things to feel. And what that is telling you to do is telling you to maybe pause and ground. It means that you're feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment. You could be feeling a little bit panicky, or like you can't come back properly into your body. It's taking you, you still feel like you're very floaty out of it. Ooh, that's your cue to just slow down for a bit. Open your eyes. Feel your feet beneath you. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Drink some water and come back into the room. A great ways to do that are stamp your feet up and down, or just feel the roots but growing beneath your feet, going down and wrapping themselves around the core of Mother Earth, bringing that energy back up. Or, it's much quicker ways are banging your feet up and down, or just looking around the room and naming to yourself three things in the room. Okay, it's a great idea is to say, okay, what three things are yellow? And then looking around the room and going, okay, that is yellow. And naming it, sorry, when I'm saying that, I mean, it's like, say, like, I have a yellow highlighter on my desk. I have a yellow poster on the wall in front of me. Yeah, because that will bring you back into your body, it will ground you into the world. So here's quite a simple aftercare plan that you can use. You're probably getting a little bit used to me using these now, so they're very similar each time. But name the emotion kindly. So name what you're feeling. So you can just say, something's moving inside me. That's fine. Yeah, or I'm integrating at the moment. My husband will tell you, I will tell him that. I'm like, I've got like, he says, why are you crying? I'm like, it's fine. I'm just integrating. I'm just releasing. There is no judgment. Yeah, no judgment. So number two is have some water and some warmth sometimes. The energies, because they work on a different level, your body can feel quite cold sometimes. I mean, don't get me wrong, sometimes it comes in as heat. You get massive, you're like heat, but more often than not, you're likely to feel cold. So drink water, maybe make yourself a nice warm drink, put on a blanket. Warmth signals safety. Okay, you snuggle up. Yeah, we all have that. The Scandinavians call it. I always get this pronunciation wrong. Huggy. Yeah, so it's just that feeling comfortable with yourself. Snuggling in, getting warm. Um, Number three, body contact. So put your hand on your heart, your hand on your belly. Okay, so that's heart chakra and sacral chakra to anyone that is more along those, wants to think more along those lines. Um, and do some slow breathing. So just be conscious. Breathe in slowly, count to five as you breathe in through your nose. Hold for five, breathe out for five. Okay, just slow breathing and just feel yourself, just feel the breath coming into your body. Feel it slowly releasing again. You can do whichever pace you prefer to work with and in any way that you prefer to work with that, but just give yourself that time to just breathe or just a gentle self-hug. Yeah. So, that always feels so good. Who doesn't love a good hug? And we can do it to ourselves because why shouldn't you love yourself and hug yourself? Um, So this is nervous system support. It's not woo. It is nervous system support. Yeah, and you can do that at any time. To be fair, anywhere you are and you just feel a bit overwhelmed or anything, you can this doesn't look woo, it doesn't look strange. You can just give yourself a quick hug. Yeah, why not? Let's reduce the input for number four then. So if you can, avoid like going straight onto like social media, scrolling through things, intense conversation. So just distance yourself a little bit from other people. Just when you allow the time for your energy healing, give yourself an extra 10 minutes at the end so that you don't have to whip back into everyday life that is busy, busy, busy. And if you can give yourself half an hour, more the better. But if you can't manage that, 5 to 10 minutes will absolutely help you to just feel better. What about 3 lines of journaling? So I've mentioned this a few times. Journaling is a fantastic thing to do at the end of an energy healing. What am I feeling now? What might this be connected to? What do I need right now? Yeah, write it down and tell yourself because once you've done that, you'll be like, ah, and you probably would have just dismissed it from your mind otherwise. So, grounding action, of course, a short walk, a shower, food. And when I say food, I don't mean nip to a fast food and just get that type of food. What I mean is some nice healthy food, whatever is your favorite type, but some healthy food that your body will really enjoy and will give it some nourishment. Feet on the grass is a fantastic one. Something simple that just brings you back into your body. Um, and give it 24 hours. Yeah, don't expect yourself to have lost that feeling. Just allow yourself to be gentle with you for the next 24 hours. And if you can, don't interpret anything immediately afterwards. Just let things settle into your body. See what's true for you tomorrow. Okay, because sometimes things pop in, but sometimes that's the ego thinking that. Yeah, so if it is true for you now, it will be true for you tomorrow. Okay. So feeling emotional doesn't mean the session broke you open. It doesn't mean that at all. And it's not a bad, and it's definitely not in a bad way. Often it means you're thawing out. Yeah, you're releasing, you're becoming more honest with yourself and who you are. And you get to go gently. Why not? Let's be gentle with ourselves always. So if you're someone who feels things deeply, um, often having a replay, so you've got that gentle integration support, can make all the difference because you can receive it in your own rhythm. And most most people that work with energy these days will allow you the replay, even if it's only for a limited amount of time afterwards. And that's a great thing to do. And if you would like to experience this kind of work, this energy healing work in a lovely, gentle, supportive container, as always, I would love to invite you into the membership that Patrice, my colleague, and I have. Each month we do a live, excuse me, a live event usually around the portal, so usually the double-digit portal, but then 4 times a year we will also do the extra ones around the equinoxes and the summer solstice. Um, so if you would like to come and join us, please, we would love to have you in there. You come into a lovely supportive container. We are happy to answer any questions you may have. And Each month you get the replay. In fact, you go into a, a portal, as it were, that has previous sessions on there, other meditations and things you can do, everything from sort of 10 or 5 to 10 minutes to sort of hour extra ones that you can do at any point that your body wants you to. Just feel into that. And of course, you do get those replays. So if you would like to join us in the multidimensional circle, I will put the information below for you. And I just remains to say I'm Leslie Burton. Thank you for joining me today. And if you would like to subscribe or like this video, if you found it helpful, I will thank you so much for that in advance because it really does help me to get out to the people that really want to see this, and gain this information. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you again next week.